basically this episode takes us back to something we've been doing since the beginning, and that's going through movies during the season. This year I'm right on time where I'm releasing this, and you can watch it and use all of December to watch these Christmas-related movies, unconventional Christmas movies. You know, we did this in the past, and I broke down some already unconventional ones, but some more known unconventional ones like Batman 2, Die Hard, da, 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 da. But this actually I put some time into because I watched a bunch of movies all year and made note of the ones that were Christmas related. So this is some deep dive homework. So it's going to be deeper and better than sex with anybody else. Better than any BuzzFeed thing that you're gonna get. So, because they're just gonna recycle the same thing. You know what? Movies are unconventional Christmas movies. Batman 2 again. Because they're not putting in the work. Yeah, so I know you're probably saying, but Ian, we already know all the Christmas movies. And if you're talking about the mainstream ones that every other blog lists every year, year after year, you're talking about the wrong ones, okay? Because this place is about the deep dive. I do the digging, so you don't have to for the good stuff. Okay, anyways, we're going to get into this. Let's get through it. Let's be sensible here. And we're going to start with The War of the Roses, 1989. This is basically about a family that's falling apart. Personally, I didn't like it, but I'm going to suggest it because you never know. Everybody's tastes are different. From what I remember, it started off okay, but got extremely far-fetched, hard and fast. Much like having sex with someone else, not me. Silver Linings Playbook. So this isn't surrounded by Christmas, but basically the big finale takes place at a Christmas party. And the last, I'd say maybe 25 minutes of the movie is the big football game that they've got bets on and the dance competition. The shots in the streets at the end with all the Christmas lights and everything are pretty cool too. Trapped in Paradise. Filmed outside Toronto. I recognize a few names of people still working in the industry who worked on it. It's not a very plausible film, and I actually hate Dana Carvey's accent, but it's fairly funny and it's got heart. Behind Enemy Lines. This is basically Owen Wilson running around for an hour. It's got solid supporting cast in Gabriel Macht as Stackhouse, but he's also in Bad Company. He's also in The Recruit. He's also, everybody knows him from Suits, but I've actually never seen Suits. I just think he was just humming around there in the 90s, and he caught on as this great supporting actor from like 99 to 2006, I'd say. Kind of a cool movie. Oh, the bad guy in it, who's the sniper. The look of his character is based off Nico from GTA, or basically GTA used this guy's look in their video game. Enemy of the State. This was a fun one because it's actually such a good movie. Basically everyone you could imagine from the 90s is in it. All cool, great actors in all sorts of supporting and cameo type roles. So Enemy of the State, he's actually out buying Christmas gifts when Jason Lee drops the device in his bag. And I kind of totally forgot this was a Christmas movie. And it's so fun and cool, and it was so ahead of its time, talking about the world spying on their own people, or say the government spying on their own people, years and years ahead. And it's not like the graphics or anything are amazing, but the ideas of like the satellites and the zooming in and the tracking and all that is still pretty cool. And it's solid story, solid acting. So I love Enemy of the State. Wolf of Snow Hollow. This is a new one that you can find on Crave. It's both a Christmas movie and a New Year's movie, I'd say. And basically it's by one of the coolest, best, smartest directors coming up right now, Jim Cummings. He's like the new indie king, and I love both his writing and the humor in his movies, but also his acting and the characters he plays. But also whoever he's surrounding himself with are talented people, because these are well-crafted movies with the shots and how the story is told through those shots and with music and everything. It's just, you combine them all and it's just honey. These movies he makes are just honey. And check out any past stuff he's done. What's the other? Thunder Road is the other cool, accessible movie that he's put out. He's like the new director who I right now anyways, that I'm like, oh, I can't wait to see the next thing he does too. Okay, now we're getting to some more deeper dive stuff. Moneyball. And it basically, the Christmas aspect in this movie is basically one scene where Brad Pitt and his associate show up to Chris Pratt's doorstep, and Chris Pratt's a baseball player and they're managers of a baseball team, but Chris Pratt's like down and out and his career's over and he can't throw anymore, but they're putting together a team of guys who get on base, and he gets on base so his stats are good, so they want to offer him a job. And it's Christmas time and Chris Pratt's there with his family and they offer him the job and he can't believe it. It's kind of like a heartfelt moment, and it's pretty cool. And he actually ends up saving the day at one point in the movie too, right? Hitting a big home run or something like that. So it's really cool, but really just one Christmas scene in that movie. Field of Dreams, another one scene wonder. So this was so funny when I saw this. It's basically Kevin Costner is at his farmhouse staring out the window. It's wintertime and he's at a Christmas party at his own house, staring out the window at the field covered in snow, just waiting for something to happen. And he's wearing an ugly sweater, and it's kind of like a dolly in or a close-up on him, staring out the window like, when will you come? When will you do something? Magical baseball field, when? And he's wearing his ugly sweater. People are like partying in the background and mingling and rocking around the Christmas tree, say. Yeah, so that's just the one Christmas scene, but overall it's a very magical movie. I don't normally watch it around Christmas, but it's also a very magical movie. So, and Christmas is a magical time. In Bruges. This is a fun and intelligent comedy set around hitmen trying to kill each other around Christmas time in Bruges. I used to hear how good it was from a lot of people and just being like, yeah, whatever. But then watched it and it's true. It's thoroughly entertaining. It's much better than I think you would give it credit for by judging a book by its cover. Catch Me If You Can. You know, Leo gets caught at Christmas and he's always giving gifts. And it always means a lot to him in the movie, giving gifts and Christmas and family. And I think it's because it's the time of year to be merry and festive, and he needed that instead of loneliness, his life of loneliness, that he wanted that perfect ideal family scenario, but his family was broken and he was constantly trying to chase and recreate or run from those feelings. And that's hence Catch Me If You Can. Girl with the Dragon Tattoo US version with Daniel Craig and is it Mara Bruni? And yeah, this is just a perfect, cold, chilling, bleak winter movie. I love watching this movie in the wintertime. It's thrilling, it's dark, suspenseful, horrifying at times. I think there is a Christmas point in it. She buys him a gift maybe at the end. Castaway. Basically the first like 20 minutes or so is a Christmas movie before the plane. But I was also asking questions like, what kind of FedEx employee gets called away on Christmas to deliver some presents overseas on a private flight? Like, what is he, the president of the world or something like that? Like he's getting like, oh, Bill, we need you to deliver them personally on Christmas. Like how high up or how low was Tom Hanks on the totem pole that it had to be him? I guess low. But it seemed like he was high, so it was weird. They're like, man, this doesn't happen at that factory. You got to go check it out. You know, and this movie kind of breaks your heart a little bit because he gives her the wedding ring as a gift right before he gets on the plane. His wool sweater, when he's in the Pacific Ocean, his wool sweater is weighing him down. And Wilson the Beach Ball was actually a gift for an unseen character in the movie named Johnny. So this was Unconventional Christmas Movies, and I'm pretty sure all these movies are accessible for the most part. So this is gonna obviously be dropping on Movie Music Monday, but as always, keep on the grass. Get off my lawn.